Good morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be an OPTAVIA related video. They're just the easiest to do because the program is so easy. I figured I would just do a what I eat in a day. It's Sunday, we're about to head to church. I think we did my last what I eat in a day on a Sunday too, but that's okay. So I'm making my coffee as usual, that never changes. And then I will show you all throughout the day what I'm munching on. So I forgot to tell you what time it is. It's actually 8:19 right now. We're on our way to church. We're going to early church this morning. Typically we go to the 9:45 service, which is like the contemporary service. But Robbie's got some plans this morning, so we're gonna go to the early service. And as we were leaving, we saw that our duplex neighbors, like the people who share a wall with us, they're leaving today. So they had the moving truck, they were all ready to go. They've been really quiet. We don't really see them very much, but they have helped us in a couple different ways. So we really liked being their neighbor, but they're leaving. So I'm anxious to see who's gonna move in right next to us. Are you, Robbie?
Yeah.
Hoping it's a good one, good couple or something. Maybe they'll have a couple kids or a couple dogs. We could become couple friends. I just think that's so fun. Anyway, we're on our way to church. I have got my coffee, which is this morning it is cinnamon vanilla nut with some mocha blast. But sometimes I'll do snicker nut cookie with a peanut butter shake, and that one's pretty good too. Okay, so we have gotten back home from church. It's about 10:35-ish. It's been about 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. I have a lot to eat today. Oh, so I wanted to explain to y'all. I was on 5 and 1. Let me just explain everything to you. I was on 5 and 1 for about almost, I guess a year, maybe a year and a month. And then I transitioned out into maintenance. And then as this year started, I decided that I wanted to go back on to kind of shed any extra pounds that I had before the wedding. And so I started back on 5 and 1, but because I was so close to my goal, my body wasn't reacting. I mean, it was reacting in a positive way, but I was really not losing. I was just still maintaining. So after talking to nutrition support, we found that I should probably switch to a 4-2-in-1 for more protein. If you're kind of around your goal weight and you find that you're not losing as much, and I'm not talking about like, you're not losing 5 pounds every week. I'm talking like, you're losing maybe ounces, you may be maintaining, you may be going up just a little bit, and you're still completely strict to program. This is usually when you're pretty close to your goal. You may want to call nutrition support with your coach, because it's very possible that your body needs protein to keep going, because when you don't have enough protein in your body has no fat to burn because it's just working on burning that protein. So you're not burning any kind of fat. I hope that makes sense. So I'm now doing 4-2-in-1, and I'm gonna go ahead and have my snack. I'm gonna have a bar right now, and then in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I'll have my lunch, or my first lean and green. So I'm also filling up my big cup of water. I think this is a 20-ounce cup. I've had about half of it already today because there was half left over from yesterday. And so I'm gonna fill it up for the first time and then have a bar. So the bar that I'm gonna be having is a creamy double peanut butter crisp bar. Lately, this is one of my favorites. Let's see if it will focus a little bit. There we go. Peanut butter, or creamy double peanut butter crisp bar. It's like one of my favorites. Robbie actually likes some of them too. So right now in our house, we have the campfire s'mores bar, which is one that he'll eat. The creamy double crisp peanut butter bar, the cinnamon raisin oat bar, honey granola, I always forget the name of that one, cranberry bar, drizzle berry crisp, I think that's, and caramel drizzle. So we keep a lot of them in the house just because we like to grab and go, or I like to grab and go. He'll have one every once in a while. But I'm gonna eat this. I'm working on some laundry. I'm also watching a new favorite show of mine called Unexpected on TLC. Don't know if you've ever seen it. I love shows like that, so it's kind of like my guilty pleasure while I'm doing everything else. And I think I might If any of you have been watching the KonMari or tidying up with Marie Kondo, I think I might KonMari my drawers. And then if I like it, then I'll have Robbie do his, or I'll do Robbie's. So anyway. Okay, so it's lunchtime. This is still steaming. It's about 12:45. So again, it's been about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I'm eating my first lean-in green of the day. So I'm having some tilapia that's got a little bit of salt and pepper on it. So that's a condiment. And I'm eating 6 ounces of tilapia because I know later on that I want to make a waffle and I have to use some egg white to do that. So this is 6 ounces of tilapia with salt and pepper. And then I also have a condiment worth of honey mustard that I like to dip it in. And then I've got a side salad, which looks humongous, but this is 3 cups of lettuce and 1 condiment worth of light ranch. So altogether, I've got a full lean, green, and 3 condiments. I've done a lot of work in the past couple hours, so this is well deserved. My closet and drawers are now cleaned out. I've done the laundry. I cleaned up the bedroom. Still got stuff to do, but it's always good to take a break. Okay, so it's about 2:30 now. About an hour before I'm gonna eat again, but what I'm making has to be in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes to an hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and start that. I've made this before on a video. It's basically like a little cheesecake brownie thing, but a friend of mine actually makes hers with coffee. So earlier I brewed a cup of coffee and put it into the refrigerator so that would be cold and I could use that. So we'll see how this goes. It's gonna be kind of like a coffee chocolate mocha, I don't know, like a coffee cheesecake, I guess you could say. So let me show you how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a brownie. I'm gonna pour just a little bit into this, not too much, because we're just gonna do the crust, but you will need the rest of this later on, so. Okay, let's start with that. And then I'll pour just a little bit of coffee into this. I just made a mess. Okay, so I added a little too much coffee, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of my brownie shake, or my brownie. And then I'll just keep adding the powder until I get kind of a thicker consistency that can be used as a crust for the cheesecake later on. Then I'm gonna take a separate bowl, pour the rest of my brownie into it. I'm gonna add a little bit of cream cheese. This is the light cream cheese. So technically you can have 2 tablespoons, but that's about a tablespoon that I'm adding. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of this coffee carefully. Again, I made a mess. And I'm gonna start mixing this together. It's okay if it's lumpy because it's going to, it'll be good in just a second, so. One thing I forgot to mention is I'm gonna microwave this for 30 to 45 seconds. That's why it wasn't looking right earlier, so it'll be more crust-like. And then I'm gonna finish stirring up my actual cheesecake mixture, which is just the 1/3 less fat cheese, cream cheese, my brownie, and a little bit more of my cold coffee. And I'm gonna pour this over the top and throw it in the freezer for about 45 minutes. Don't do it for too long because it does get pretty hard, so then you have to put it back in the microwave. It's just a mess. So I would say 45 minutes max, and it should be like a cheesecake consistency. Okay, so you're seeing me in the exact same position that I was when I ate lunch, but I'm sitting at my table. It's now 3:30, so it's been approximately 2 hours and 45 minutes since the last time that I ate. And I'm gonna eat my cheesecake now and continue to drink my water. I'm on my second full one of today, so I've had about 2.5 after I drink this, which I guess would make 50 ounces of water. So this thing is so good. Ooh, it's a little more frozen than I would like it to be, but that's okay. The coffee adds a nice flavor to it, but I am gonna throw it in the microwave for about 10 seconds to just thaw it out a little bit. Okay, so this is a little bit better. The way you can tell is the top will look kind of creamy and kind of liquidy, but it's really good. You can see the chunks of cream cheese in there. It's honestly the bomb. I love this. I haven't done it in a while just because I don't have the time to do so during the day. Weekends are typically when I get a little more creative and do more than just like a bar or a protein shake. I'll do things with them, so that's what I'm talking about. That's real good. So Robbie and I just came back from the gym. The lighting is really weird in here. And we had not been in forever. Like, I'm even ashamed to say this. We had not been to the gym, I think, since before Thanksgiving, which is just sad. So we went to the gym, we got a quick workout in before we had to come home and cook dinner and do all that fun stuff. But I wanted to tell you that while I was there, I was drinking a purposeful hydration. I'm just about to finish this, and this will give me, hold on, let me think. So that gives me about 70 ounces of water, thereabouts, for the day. So I'll probably still get some in tonight while I'm doing calls and things, but I've hit my goal for the day. Okay, second lean and green of the day, second to last meal of the day. I feel like I've been eating all day, but it's all been so good. So we're having turkey burgers. And then because it's turkey, it's only a 5-ounce burger, so you get 1 extra ounce. I put a slice of cheese on mine. And then also, I guess I could show it to you. And then also there's some pickles there. And then I have some more honey mustard. I'm obsessed with Newman's honey mustard right now. Anyway, there's some honey mustard there. And then we always, if you watch Meals in the Making, we always have green beans. So between this meal, this is 1 full lean and green with 2 condiments, because that's a condiment worth of honey mustard. And then this has got a little bit of Pam spray on it, and about, I guess per serving, 1/8 teaspoon of salt and about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, if even that. So it is a full lean and green plus 2 condiments. I have 1 condiment left for later on. I also have a little bit of lean left from lunch that I'm gonna make that waffle with. It's gonna be a good last meal. How's yours? Good. You'll see that he has his headphones on. He doesn't like Unexpected, and I've been binge watching it all day, so I'm watching an episode during dinner, but it's okay. This meal is super delicious and actually very, very simple, but I forgot to mention that because I got all my water in today, and I'll probably still drink some more later, I'm drinking my Coke Zero. Most of the time I have a vanilla Coke Zero, but I'm drinking a Coke Zero. If you're new to program, just know that you can have any 0 carb, 0 calorie drinks, but what I tell my clients is just make sure you get all your water in and then treat yourself with something that you like. If you don't drink soda, don't start. But it's okay to have like Powerade Zero or, you know, 0 calorie, 0 carb drinks. Okay, so it's been about 2.5 hours since we ate our dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and have my last fueling of the day, which is gonna be a brownie made into a waffle. Okay, so I'm gonna add my brownie into a bowl. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder for 1 condiment. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of egg beaters to count as the rest of my lean from lunch. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of water to make this runny like waffle batter. Pour this on. It's a little runnier than usual, so hopefully it still turns out well. And I'm gonna let that sit for about 2 minutes or so. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get my PB2 ready, because I do like to top it with PB2. So you do get 2 tablespoons of PB2 equals your snack for the day. And my waffle is done. I'm gonna turn this off while I finish up my PB2, but that looks pretty perfect to me. Oh, it's awesome, it's perfect. So I've got my peanut butter made. I just added about 2.5 tablespoons of water to my 2 tablespoons of PB2. And then I'm just gonna pour my PB2 over this to be the topping. Whoop. And it almost tastes like a Reese's peanut butter cup waffle. And that's all the condiments I have for the evening, so I should be good with just this. So thank you guys so much for watching my what I eat in a day 4-2-in-1 style / Sunday style / let's get kind of crazy with our condiment style. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, it's free. I'll put all of my social media down here, and I would love it if you would follow me on those outlets so you can see what I'm doing throughout the week when I'm not vlogging. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and God bless you.